Harper Audio presents The Silent Cry by Cathy Glass, read by Denica Fairman. Prologue. The room is dark, although it's daylight outside. Strangely dark and eerily quiet. Not a sound when there should be noise. Crying and screaming, that's what she was expecting to hear. And the room seems smaller now, too, as though the walls are gradually closing in and crushing her to death. She sits huddled at one end of the sofa, too scared to look around, scared of what she might see in this unnaturally dark and quiet room that is threatening to squeeze the air out of her and squash her to nothing. Scared, too, of what lies ahead if she stands and goes to the telephone to make that call and tell them what she's done. They will come and take her baby for sure if she tells them that she has given birth to the devil. Chapter 1. A Funny Turn. Everyone loves a newborn baby and wants a little look. Even those who protest that they are not baby lovers can't resist a peep at the miracle of a new life. I joined the other mothers grouped around the pram in the school playground as we waited with our children for the start of school. "Congratulations, he's gorgeous," I said, adding my own best wishes to the many others. "Thank you," Laura, the new mum, said quietly, a little bemused by all the attention. "How old is he now?" I asked. 2 weeks. "Ah, he's adorable." "Make the most of every moment," another mother said. "They grow up far too quickly." My own daughter, Paula, aged 13 months, was sitting in the stroller and wanted to have a look too, so I unclipped the safety harness and lifted her out so she could see into the pram. "Baby," she said cutely, pointing. "Yes, that's baby Liam," I said. "Baby Liam," she repeated with a little chuckle. "You were that small once," I said, and she chuckled again. "He's my baby brother," Kim, Laura's daughter, said proudly. "I know. Aren't you a lucky girl?" I said to her, returning Paula to her stroller. Kim nodded and touched her baby brother's face protectively, then planted a delicate little kiss on his cheek. The family had moved into the street where I lived about a year before. Laura and I had got to know each other a little from seeing each other on the way to and from school. My son Adrian, aged 5, attended this school but was in a different year to Kim, who was 7. Living quite close to each other, I kept meaning to invite Laura in for a coffee and develop our friendship, but I hadn't found the opportunity, what with looking after my own family, fostering and studying for a degree part-time. I guessed Laura had been busy too, especially now she had a baby. Amid all the oohings and ahhings over little Liam, the klaxon sounded the start of school, and parents began saying goodbye to their children. "Bye, love," I said to Adrian, giving him a kiss on the cheek. "Have a good day. Make sure you eat your lunch and have a drink." He'd only been in school a year, and I still fussed over him. "Bye, Mum. Bye, Paula," he said, and ran over to join his class, who were lining up, ready to go in. "Bye, little Liam," Kim said, leaning into the pram again to give her brother one last kiss. She clearly didn't want to leave him. "See you later. Be a good boy for Mummy," I smiled. "Cathy," Laura said suddenly, clutching my arm, "I feel a bit hot. I'm going to get a drink of water. Could you stay with the pram, please?" She turned and walked quickly towards the water fountain, situated in an alcove at the far end of the building. Kim looked at me anxiously. "Don't worry, love. I'll make sure your mum is all right. You go into school." She hesitated, but then ran over to join her class, who were going in. I could see Laura at the fountain, leaning forward and sipping the cool water. I thought I should go over in case she was feeling faint. She'd only given birth 2 weeks before, and I could remember how I'd sometimes suddenly felt hot and dizzy in the first few weeks after having both of my children. Pushing Paula's stroller with my right
Sample complete. Ready to continue?